All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I definitely did, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed and has watched the channel and is just staying tuned towards the live. So I appreciate that. Today we are going to talk about the topic, of course, is going to be how do you react. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, guys. Whew. So this is gonna be a little bit short on the video. Hopefully, it's not too short because I want to definitely get my point across today. But it is very packed today, so might not be a lot of cinematic shots today. But again, appreciate anyone who is watching, just so that they can listen to the videos. So today, like I mentioned, it is about how do you react, and the first note that I want to hit is undisciplined men. I know growing up, I had a lot of issues and I wasn't disciplined the way that I should have been. I wasn't listening, I wasn't obeying, I wasn't respecting, I wasn't learning, I was just bad 100% of the time. And I didn't have the best role models in my life, but how long was I going to keep making an excuse that it's everyone else's fault and not mine, right? I know that being undisciplined in general as a man makes you feel like you're not good enough because you weren't given the proper attention in general. Working out your issues, learning how to deal with stress, learning how to live your life, learn how to respect others. I wasn't taught any of that, and I'm still learning it. I'm 30 years old. I'm going to be 30 this year, but I am still learning how to respect people, how to hold my tongue, how to listen, how to uh, express my feelings in a healthy way. And learning on how you react to things has a huge part on discipline. I am teaching my kids something that I didn't learn growing up because now I have been learning it, and I want them to know that when it comes to being disciplined, it's not just knowing right from wrong, but it's being able to adapt to things that are changing in your life, and that you just have to learn that there's not going to be everything that you want. Like I had it, and I am still learning with my kids. They're still learning from me. I'm still learning from them, and I feel like it's going to be like that for a long time. I wish I had that role model in my life, but now I'm making sure that my kids have that role model to just know how to react at certain situations based on the way that they're growing up. And I'm having them grow up as Christians. So let's say that something happens in the late future and it's not something that we follow. I would be a little bit disappointed, but um, it's their life at that point, and I did everything I could, and I'm not gonna say that I didn't. I didn't do everything I could to help them and guide them in the right direction. And I wish that I could help more people, and that's why I guess I also started this channel so that I can help young men who, you know, need a little bit of guidance in their life, who need that extra push, that extra motivation to want to do better, to want to be better, to want to live better. And I hope that someone does reach this message today and that it really does impact you. I really want to be an example for as many people as I can, and I know it's taken me a long time to get here, but if I didn't go through everything that I did, then I wouldn't have the ability to even say any of this stuff. I mean, why are you going to preach something that you don't even you've been through, right? All right, guys. Just continue where I left off again about the same topic. How do you react? So I heard something earlier last week, early in the week last week, saying when everything in the kitchen is turned on, it starts getting hotter, but you still have to cook. And I mean, in simplest terms, is when now the whole world is running around you, you still got to do what you got to do. Whether you're going through a bad breakup, whether you got into a car accident, God forbid, whether you were late for work, I mean, there's a lot of little things that you could be. Right now, I'm just like lost. Can't think of examples. But in general, what I'm trying to say is that the world doesn't stop just because you're not feeling okay. The world's going to keep going, and you're going to have to learn how to just adapt and just keep going. It sucks. Yes, in the moment, yes, it sucks so much. I know, especially with the breakup, because sometimes that's your whole life, and it just gets flipped upside down. So it's not a bad thing that things bad are happening, but what people tend to do is they tend to get stuck in them, get stuck in that how bad it is for you. A week, 2 weeks, month, half a year. Now you're a whole year in it, and you're still thinking about all this stuff that happened that long ago, and it's not helping you. And everything that you go through is just you feel is negative, negative here, negative there, and you just feel like you're hurting too much that you can't even be a normal person. And some people just don't process it the right way. They're not allowing the processing steps to happen because they want to hold on to something that's not there anymore. It sucks and it hurts, but there's times where you have to just keep moving. Keep doing what you're doing, and life will keep moving on. Trust me, I I did a lot of bad stuff in my life, but knowing that the world doesn't stop just because I have issues is a big thing that my boss told me one day, and I was like in it for like weeks, and he's the one that told me that you're just no matter how much you try, yes, you're not gonna change the past. So you might as well just get over it and just keep moving, because nothing else is stopping. The bill collector is not gonna tell you, oh no, you're okay, you got time. No, your light's still gonna turn off if you don't pay it. So it's time to get up and just keep moving. It's more of a manly thing to say that than do it, but sometimes it's just what you have to do. And I hope whoever is going through something right now, they don't let it affect them too much. Process it, learn from it, and then move on and keep going. I I'd really hate to be the person that says, get over it, but sometimes you just gotta tell yourself if you've been in it for months, and maybe it is time to just get over it and just keep moving. Now, using it as a way to help your future and learn from it, and that's even better. I mean, going through all the stuff that you went through, it it sucks, but when you learn that it's not just you that it's happening to, and that everything still keeps going, you start getting this realization of I understand that I'm not the most important person in the world, and sometimes we just need a smack, just saying, hey, it's time to get over it and time to move on. All right, guys. So we are on the last clip for today. Again, this video mostly is just gonna be more talking than aesthetics, but as a big topic that we're going over today, it says, man, just the way that you react to something says a lot about your character. And I know most of us are just looking for a way to sustain our living. That's gonna be the final note that I want to add to this video. Um, your character is how people are going to perceive you. And if you decide that you want to be an a-hole most of your life, then people are going to just be your friend to just get what you have and leave you. And the old saying is you get what you give, and it sucks, but in this world there is a lot of good people. A lot of good people, and they get taken advantage of. And when they get taken advantage of too much, they become into that person that is realizing that no matter what, they're just going to get hurt, and that's not how life should be. Your character should stay the same. If you are a nice person, you should always be a nice person. I always say, hurt people, and if they just keep hurting you, all you're going to do is keep hurting and hurting. But if you decide to break that cycle and decide to learn from how those other people felt from what you said, then it might change your perspective in life in general. It took me a long time to learn this too. I was an a-hole. I was an a-hole from a lot. I was rude. I was disrespectful. But having two kids and wanting to be the person that wants to raise them right, you can't really. You got to be doing what you preach. I mean, it's not really more simple than that. And how am I going to do that if I'm still acting like that with everyone else in the world? I mean, yeah, there are those times that I'm not feeling okay, and I am rude, and I apologize to those people right away. But just the fact that I was rude does make me feel more guilty than it did, previously in my past when I was just intentionally trying to act like that. And I know that I still have some of that built up inside of me, but I don't want to continue that life. I don't want to keep my keep holding myself back from reaching my full potential, my full engagement with people, my full, well, in general, my full spirit, my full love for what I want to do. And how am I going to be on here asking that I want to help people if I'm out there acting the exact opposite, right? So based on everything that I've talked about, on how you react, decide what area of your life you want to work on some more. If you feel like this is something that's reaching you, definitely start looking at the small things. It always takes something small to make something big, and it only starts with you. Ask people what they think about you. People who are your true friends will not tell you the truth, but people you don't even know are the most honest because they think they'll never get to see you again. That's gonna be it for today, guys. So again, if you guys liked what I had to say today, by all means, give me a follow on my other socials. And I hope you guys have a great night. I'm gonna see you again the rest of this on Friday. So again, God bless you guys and be safe.